Hi there, Mary Beth with MBeth Design. I wanted to show you today how to create landing pages with the Ultimatum Theme Framework. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I spend a lot of time creating these for a client called YesTrack. And so they offer a wonderful service. They're a live call answering center. And to help generate more leads for them and capturing email addresses or asking people if they'd like a demonstration, we need to create landing pages. So I was tasked with looking at several out of the box solutions, and what I constantly found was that I was either pigeonholed into using a format provided by the company, or I had to put my logo, make my logo a specific size and have it in whatever position they dictated. So obviously, I come from a graphic design background. I like the control of creating whatever I want to create, and I need a theme that is that flexible with me. Thus, I found the Ultimatum Framework. So today we're going to create this theme or this landing page together. I want to show you how I do it, and it is really quite simple. The best thing about this page is it's light, and as I move my mouse or my browser bar, you can see that it conforms to portrait tablet. And then it also, if I keep going, if somebody was on their mobile device, it, it flows beautifully on a mobile device too. So let's go ahead and get started on this. This is the front end. I'm going to keep this up here. Here's the back end. For this tutorial, am actually going to build this page on my server. And my website currently is built with Ultimatum. So we're going to go here, click Ultimatum. We're going to scroll down to templates. And when I'm building landing pages, I like to create just a landing page section for all of my layouts. This makes it easy for me to update them and adapt them, and it keeps it separated from my regular website. So I'll click layouts here. Now to simplify this process, I already went in and adjusted my style sheets so that they would be pulling this Open Sans font that would have this color treatment and the leading that I wanted. I'm not going to bore you with those details. If you do need help with that, please send me an email and I can walk you through how to do that. Okay, so to begin with, let's start by creating this gray bar that has the YesTrack logo and a sign up button. And to do that, I'm going to create a partial layout. That's why you see this YesTrack header inside partial layouts. So we're going to click edit. And right now I need to tell Ultimatum what type of row or column format I would like. I would like this one right here, 33% for my logo and then 66% for my sign up. Insert. Inside here, I'm actually going to drop in a logo. And I'm going to come up here, pull that part in. And right now, I want to save this because there's a step that I need to do, which is pull in my image URL. And to do that, I'm going to go to Media. I'm going to go to Add New. I'm going to select my files. And I've already created these files under these tutorials. So just to make this process easy, I'm going to upload all of them at the same time. This is fly by the seat of your pants. So all of these images that you're seeing inside here that have just loaded will be part of our landing page. Now we're going to click this one, and here is the URL I want to use. I'm going to highlight that. I'm going to Command C to copy it, and I'm just going to close this. Now I'm going to go back to my templates. I'm going into my landing pages, my layouts. I'm going to go into the YesTrack header. Okay, here's where I left off. So here is where I'm going to put my YesTrack logo. So I'm going to drop in the URL to the logo, and I'm not going to do any text or logo tag because I just want the image itself to be pulled up. I'll click Save there. And then for this sign up, the way that I did that particular portion, because I wanted it right justified, was actually made a page for that. And because in landing pages we use it quite frequently, I'm just going to go to add a page, and I will say landing page sign up, and I'm going to, it wants me to select the layout that it should use for the style sheet. So I'm selecting my 2-column layout, and then I'm going to type in here sign up, and then I want to right justify that. And when somebody, I'm going to bold it, and when somebody clicks on this, I want it to go to this link. Now this entire site right here was built with the Ultimatum Theme Framework. So it's an extremely powerful theme, and one that I would encourage you to use. If you need help learning how to use the framework in particular, I learned how to do this by taking Robert Farrell's classes, and I actually sell those and would be happy to hook you guys up with a discounted price. I'm going to open that in a new window. I'll click Add Link, and I'm going to publish this layout. Now, alright, so now we're going to go back over here to my templates. Oh, let's click Publish. I'm going to go back here to Templates. And click Layouts. Edit. Alright, and then I'm going to choose, since I created a page specifically for this sign up, I'm going to pull the Ultimatum Include Page widget right here. And then in Select the Page, I'm going to choose, now obviously this is showing me all the pages that I have created, irregardless of whether or not it's for a landing page or my website. I just see I'm looking at them all. So we're going to pull in, and the reason you don't, oh here it is, landing page sign up. I'm going to turn my page title off and click Save. Alright, now I'm going to open this up. I want this background. You can see my background is a gray, so I'm going to go over here, and that's called a wrapper. And when the entire background of your cell is a color or has an image, you drop it in the wrapper. So my background color is going to be 3. It's just all gray. So I'm saving that. And then I want my sign up. You know what? I think I want to show you what this is going to do first so that you're following me exactly. So I'm going to go back to Layouts. Okay. And then I have my 2-column layout. Now, before I can actually show you what my page looks like, I need to create a page. And I'm going to create it right here. It will be called Add New Page, or it's Add New Page. We're going to call this Yes Track Live Call Answering. Okay, and I'm going to select the layout. Now, this part's really important because I'm creating my page and it's going to pull my layout from the landing page section, the 2-column layout. So now if I hit Publish, it's publishing it. Okay, and I have to thank Robert Farrell for this little tip. Whenever I'm working an ultimatum, I have several tabs open so that I can quickly bounce back and forth. So I'm going to copy what's in my browser. I'm going to make a new tab, and then I'm going to paste it. And then this way, what I can do is I can go to view page, and I can watch my page as I'm moving along. Okay, so as you can see here, it is blank right now. Okay, and it's blank because I don't have any text inside of here. So what we're going to do, instead of me writing all this copy, I'm just going to go over to here to my page layout. I'm actually going to copy the text, and I'm going to drop it in there. Okay, and the way that I did that, if I was to hit update right now, okay, so it's hitting update. Now, if I hit refresh, you don't see anything. And the reason you don't see anything, and this is why this theme can throw you for a loop if you're not paying attention, is for this reason. I'm telling you, once you get used to this theme, it's a breeze. So if I go back into my templates, into my Ultimatum templates, and I go here to landing page, I'm going to go to my edit two column layout. I don't have anything. Remember I said I wanted my page to pull from the two column layout. I don't have any elements in here, so it doesn't know what to pull. For the header, we're going to use my available parts. And then for the body, we're going to pull in the page that I just created. And it's somewhat temperamental. Let me get it in there. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I do that, for the body, I need to insert my row. And I want my row to be 100%, which means it's going to scale respectively on a desktop, a tablet, and a mobile. I'll come down here and hit insert. There we go. Oops. And now I'm going to drag my include page, drop it in there. It wants me to select my page, and that was called Yes Track Live Call Answering was the name of my page. I want my title, I think I want it off, but we'll do this together and we'll see. Okay, now I click save here. I'm going to click save here. I'm just moving my tabs over so I can see them. Okay. Okay, so now what I want to do is copy this. I'm going back here just to make myself a new, I want to view my page while I'm building it, and actually what I'm going to do is go to view page, and I'm going to pull this one out of the tab so that we can follow along. Okay, a couple of things are happening which I can explain, and I'm sure if you've used this theme you've gotten frustrated yourself. Alright. Okay. So first off, I don't see, why don't I start with the header first? So I've got my header, but I don't have my body copy. So let's tackle that first. The reason that you're not seeing the gray background in the header is because I'm pretty sure that I forgot to save that part. So what we'll do, go back to Ultimatum Templates. We're going to go to Layouts. Okay, here's my header. Alright, let me see. What did I do here? My wrapper. Okay, let's go here. I think I forgot to put the pound sign in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now hit save and save. Alright, now this is my page layout. If I hit refresh, there's my gray background. Alright, very cool. Now, I don't like the position of the sign up. Oh, and you can also see that my ring in more revenue for the holidays came through. I'll go over all this in a moment. So my sign up is way too high. So if I go into this little gear icon, I can adjust the margin that I want that spaced out a bit more. So I'm going to try 34 pixels from the top and hit save and save the layout again. Now if I come back over here and hit refresh, you can see that it moved down, and because I'm a trained graphic designer and love the alignment of typography, this works for me. The only thing that doesn't work for me is the sign up is black, and there's a couple different ways that we can address that, but the easiest way right now is to go back into the gear icon, and I can come down here into font styling. Anything I do inside these boxes will override the CSS style sheets. So for the links, I will go ahead and make them white and hit save, save, and then when I come back over here and hit refresh, there it is now, say, and then if I was to scroll over, I lost my scroll over to my hover to green. So I will fix that right here. I'm also not a huge fans of the underline, so I'll show you how to take care of that too. We'll go down here and not there. And font styling. Okay, and then in my hover, it's we have a specific color that we use. I've just memorized it because I've done so many of these. So I'll hit save. Okay, if I hit refresh, and there you go, you can see when I hover over it, it's green now. Very cool. Before I go any further, that underline is really bugging me, so we're going to go back to our layout screens. Now remember, that particular page is sourcing a specific layout, this 2-column layout right here. And we're going to edit the CSS. We're going to do layout specific CSS. So I'm going to come down, scroll down here, and where that is in links. You can see this text decoration says underline. You would just say none. I don't mind when it shows up on a hover. So now if I hit refresh, it disappeared, and I just want to take it out on the hover too. Aesthetically, I don't think it's necessary. Okay. Though I save changes. Okay, great. So now, just to make sure this is working properly, I don't have an underline anymore because I changed my CSS layout that the page was referencing. Now if I shrink this down, it flows nicely. Okay, now here's a little trick. And Robert probably wouldn't agree with me on this one because he calls it cheating, but it's really a simple solution and I want to share it with you. Ultimatum templates. You can see that I actually have a plugin in my website for this mobile nav. I want this to disappear. I want my header to disappear on mobile. And the way to do that is go back into your landing pages, go into YesTrack header, and right down here where I have wrapper, because my entire wrapper is gray and everything inside of it, this attribute that we're going to go in additional classes, I can hide this from my desktop, from my tablet, and from my phone. So what I like to do is hide that from the phone and click Save. And I've discovered by doing so many of these that whenever I make a change down here to the layout, I actually have to click Save Layout. So now, let me come back over here and I want to show you what happens. Okay, let's just hit refresh. This would be your somewhat of a tablet view if you were on your tablet viewing it portrait, and then if we squeeze the browser, you can see now that it disappeared. My header disappeared, which is if I would actually have a YesTrack logo up here, but for this particular case, you get the idea. All right. Now, let me show you how I did this bottom portion right here. And remember, this is actually pulled in from a page layout. So let's go, let me back up here. Let's go back to our layout screen. If I go to my two-column layout, which this is following, you can see it's looking for the page YesTrack Live Call Answering. All right. So now this is my page YesTrack Live Call Answering. What I did in this particular layout was something I used short codes, and I believe that I need to activate those in here, and that's why you're not seeing them. Well, you're not seeing the round box. Okay, so what I need to do is go into my plugins, and I actually think I may want to do, bear with me, Ultimatum tool set. Okay, and let me go to the plugins. Alright, I'm going to scroll down here, and I'm looking for something along the lines of shortcuts. Which I don't see. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to have to figure that part out. My YesTrack, our YesTrack website uses an older version of Ultimatum, and that's why I think they may have, in this newer version of Ultimatum, done something with the shortcuts, so I need to look into that. But essentially what I did, if I go back, sorry about that, if I go back to my page, okay, I have to go to page 2, right here. Okay, this is what I had used for this, and I found this to be really helpful when doing landing pages. I click on this, and I can actually put in how many columns I want my page to be internally, which is helpful, especially with responsive design. So in this I did a 2/3 and a 1/3, and that would be this solution right here. Okay, you can see it says I can drop my content in right here, and then I drop my other content in here. So we're just going to do this together. I'm going to insert that. I'm going to drop this down. Now I'm going to copy this text let me do this for you first. Let me just hit update. And if I come over here and I do a refresh, you should see another column. This is the column that I've just put in here. Remember the 1/3 and the 2/3, and actually that's not the right distribution. I want 2/3 and 1/3. So let me flip this around. Here it is. Oh, actually they have that labeled incorrectly, I think. So insert that. That's a bug. Hit update. And now that should be proportionately similar to what I have, which it is. Okay. So I'm going to pull this image out so we can do that together. I'm going to copy all my text right here. Take that out. I'm going to come up here, drop my copy in there, hit return. Now let me just hit update so you can see what's happening. Alright, so all I'm doing is kind of piecing my information back from here and pulling it up. I need to put in the Christmas graphic over on this side, and then we're going to drop in the sign up button over here. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to come right over here and I'm going to go add media, and here's my Christmas graphic, and I will insert that into the page. Whoa, that's big, right? So very simply click on it. I like to do a custom size, and I like to stick with about 300 so that when it's on a mobile phone it just takes up the entire width. And we'll have it go to, actually I don't want this to go anywhere right now. Alright, so I've got hit update, and then I'm going to come back in here. I want my image to float to the right. I hit update again. I'll update my page. Then I'm going to come over here and do a refresh so you can see what happened. Okay, and there's my graphic in there. Here's my text, my title, which is a H1 tag, again is pulling from the CSS style sheet that I had prepared before we had done this tutorial. And then the last element that I want down here is a button that will be clicked. And it will be inserted inside here. Again, that's really large. So what I like to do is give it a custom size. In this particular case, I'll try 250. Now this is going to go to the pricing page for YesTrack. And we'll want to open that link in a new window, hit update. Okay. And then now this right hand side of my page is reserved for my form, which is dropped down here because this is what's left over. You may find an easier way to use your form. For this company in particular, we need to be very careful about managing our leads, and so when that happens, we use a service called Wufoo Form, and I will go over this in another video, but they do have a free plan that you can choose. I have a paid subscription plan, but this form right here and all of the color treatments was created with Wufoo Forms. So somebody could enter in their name, their email address, their phone number. I can actually put design my own button that I want inside of that, and then when they click this, I receive notification immediately, and it also filters in through our sales CRM, which is extremely important when you want to manage leads. So rather than go through that right now because this video will be way too long, I'm going to just copy the this Wufoo code. And the beautiful thing about it is Wufoo also has a WordPress shortcode. So as long as you have the third-party extension installed or that plugin installed in your WordPress, it will work perfectly. So I'm going to drop in that. Now, what's missing here is I'm going to copy. This is the color green of my background. I had a round box in here, so Ultimatum probably changed their formatting, their shortcode. So let's see. As I suspected, we'll click rounded corner box. And then the text color isn't really going to matter to me personally. All I want to make sure is that I have my box color. And you can see this box content for my own purposes. I'm going to put this is where the form code goes. And then I'm going to insert it. I don't want a border and I don't need an icon either. So I'll hit insert. Okay. And then let's just go ahead and do an update. I like to do this little by little because that way if I make a mistake or something didn't happen the way that I thought it would, I can go back and it's much easier for me to figure it out. So as you can see, all that happened was that this short code doesn't work from the short code from the older Ultimatum doesn't work in the newer Ultimatum version. So all we're going to do then is this is my Wufoo code from this bracket right here to this bracket. Command C to copy it, and I'm going to drop it right in here. Okay. And then I'm going to delete all of this other information below this was picked up from my other form. So I'm going to hit update. And we'll do a screen refresh. Okay. And there you go. So now, just to show you quickly, if I was to squeeze my page down, that's tablet. Now we're getting to mobile. And it's this particular layout is pulling my my mobile nav because it's on my website. That's the only reason why it's pulling that. And if it's on mobile, it's beautiful. It renders perfectly. If you click any one of these social links, it links to their social links. I love the Ultimatum theme. It's just a great way to create landing pages. Again, I learned how to use this software from Robert Farrell. He's an awesome teacher. If you need help in that area and understanding how the software works, please email me directly. I'll have links below this video where you can purchase the software. If you want to stay tuned and subscribe to the channel, I want to every week post videos on real world examples that I'm using every week with the Ultimatum theme. I just think it makes a lot of sense and it gives you more flexibility in how to use this software. Okay, that's it. Have a great day. Get out there and do some landing pages.